Hey, good morning. Good to be back with you this morning. I thought I'd share a story with you this morning that a good friend of ours, Art Shepard, who was 107 years old, passed away this past week. And many of you have heard me talk about Art and just the wonderful meals that we were able to share with him, my wife and I. We would try to get together with him on a monthly basis, and we'd take him out for dinner. We had a favorite Italian restaurant, Da Vinci's, that we went to, and he always enjoyed that. And again, I was always amazed that we'd go pick him up. He'd walk out the door, get in our car, put his seatbelt on, and he always had a good greeting for us, as how's my two good friends. But two things that I wanted to share with you this morning. If I had to sum up his life in one word, it would be others. His whole life was really, I think, about serving other people and being of service to other people. And that was the message that came through over and over again. He never talked about himself. So we would always have to ask him questions, about tell us about how you grew up and how you started your business. He's a very successful businessman. He's left, hundreds of thousands of dollars to children's hospitals, millions to Children's Hospital and to Ohio State and to churches. And so this is a guy that lived a really great life. But again, one word, others. Others. It was about the great relationships that he had with people. And we know that in terms of well-being, in terms of really living a good life, one of the number one attributes that you have to pay very close attention to is about the relationships that you have with others. And secondly, when I think about Art, what he taught me is that great habits. This guy had great habits. One of them is, and we used to laugh a lot about this, is the guy drank one glass of Jack Daniels every night. Not a big glass, but a small glass, and only one. And he used to kid about that. People would say to him, my gosh, you're 107 years old. How'd you do it? And he said, one glass of Jack Daniels every night. One. When you went into his little condo, right next to his easy chair there, he had two dumbbells. And so he wasn't a guy that worked out for hours or anything like that, but he had these two little dumbbells and he used them, and he tried to use them every day, doing a little lifting, and then he walked a lot. So early on, when he could really walk, he walked vigorously, as he shared with me. But if you could see where his condo was and where he would walk to the front of the farm where he lived and where he would have his meals, it was all the way in the back, and that was by design. And it was a long way from the back to the front. So just walking to get 3 meals a day at 107 years old, believe me, he was walking. So two big things. It's about other people. And when you look at the legacy that he leaves and the hundreds of thousands of dollars that he left to all these great institutions and the people that he has supported, and the great habits this man had, it's very easy to see why he had great well-being, great relationships, and why he lived the life that he did. So I think there's some real lessons for all of us. Hey, I hope you have had a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.